Hello guys, welcome to my channel. From today we are going to start about KPSC AO series, current affair series. Let's go and study one by one. First one is India's first high-tech biochar production plant coming up in Udupi, Karnataka. Yes. Location Udupi district in Karnataka. Its investment is about 100 crores in collaboration with India and Denmark. MASH makes Denmark. First of all, what is biochar? Biochar is nothing but it is a carbon-rich substances produced through biochar production. What is biochar production? Which involves eating of biomass waste, that is organic waste like wood, crop residues or nut shells in process called slow pyrolysis. This method involves in eating of the biomass at the specific pyrolysis temperature in a low oxygen environment. The pyrolysis temperature plays a crucial role in determining the final biochar properties. This how like in some certain degree of temperature we are going to do slow heating of this biomass organic waste. Okay, that is nothing but the biochar. Biochar is not just a charcoal, it's usually specially for soil improvement. It is mainly used biochar not only in charcoal, it is mainly used for soil improvement, carbon sequestration and pollution reduction. Okay, next about this project highlights. This project highlights 100 crore investment. This is having the 100 crore investment is being made to establish India's first high-tech biochar production plant in Udupi, Karnataka. This project is collaboration with the India and Denmark. This project is collaboration between India and Denmark with the MASH makes from Denmark. Providing technological expertise, the plant aims to produce high quality biochar using advanced pyrolysis techniques and clean renewable energy sources, striving for carbon neutral operations. Okay, this is what about the biochar and the project highlights, mainly between two countries, that is India and Denmark, and it is investment about the 100 crores. Okay, and it is a first high tech biochar production plant in Udupi, that is in Karnataka. Okay, next current affairs. Karnataka approves its first marine sanctuary near Karwar. The Karnataka State Cabinet has taken significant step in marine conservation by approving the creation of the state's first ever marine sanctuary, the Mugli Apsarakonda Marine Sanctuary. Remember this, the first ever marine sanctuary in Karnataka, that is Mugli Apsarakonda Sanctuary, located along the Arabian Sea coast near Karwar. It is located near Karwar in Uttar Kannada district. Marks the milestone in Karnataka's efforts to protect its coastal biodiversity. For protecting of our coastal biodiversity, Karnataka has launched first ever marine sanctuary near Karwar. That's name of the sanctuary is Mugili Apsarakonda Marine Sanctuary. Karnataka joins the rank of the Indian states committed to marine conservation, becoming the seventh state to establish marine wildlife sanctuary. Okay, for marine conservation, overall India there are many sanctuaries. Not many, there are only six, and this is the seventh sanctuary in overall India. This is the seventh sanctuary established for the conservation of the marine ecosystem. Okay, next thing. What are the key facts about this first ever marine sanctuary in Karnataka? That is, the sanctuary name is Mugli Apsarakonda Sanctuary, and it is covered area about 5,960 hectares. Sea area is 835 hectares. The and it has lateral plateau and there are mangroves also is there. The governing law is Wildlife Protection Act 1972. The Wildlife Protection Act 1972, this first marine sanctuary in Karnataka is established. To overall in India, it is a seventh. Okay, its rank is seventh. Why it is established? Why it is established? Endangered species such as humpback whales, threatened species including spot-tailed sharks, olive ridley turtles, over 80 seabird species, marine ecosystem covered in the sanctuary. All these are conserved by establishing this marine sanctuary. Coral reefs in mangrove forest, seagrass meadows, laterite coastal plateaus. This all the endangered species, threatened species, and then the coral reefs there, mangrove forest there, everything is conserved by this wildlife sanctuary. Next, as of June 2025, India has 7 marine sanctuaries showcasing the country's commitment to marine protected areas. First one is Gulf of Myanmar Marine National Park, Tamil Nadu. Next, Garimatma Marine Sanctuary, Odisha. Mahatma Gandhi Marine National Park, Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Rani Jhansi Marine National Park, Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Malwan Marine Sanctuary, Maharashtra. Gulf of Kutch Marine National Park and Sanctuary, Gujarat. And now it is in Karnataka, Mugli Apsarakonda Marine Sanctuary, Karnataka. This is the 7th one. Overall, in India, there are total 7 marine wildlife sanctuaries. Next is Karnataka's government Shakti scheme completes 2 years. Okay. Karnataka government's Shakti scheme, which provides free bus travel for women, complete 2 years on June 11, 2025. Oh my god. For free bus for women, it complete that is nothing but the Shakti scheme complete 2 years on June 11, 2025. It is launched in the year 2023. The scheme has ever seen over 474 crore free bus journeys by women across the state. This scheme is one of the 5 major pre-poll guarantees made by the Congress government. This is the one of the guarantee made by the Congress government. And what you should know about the Shakti scheme. Shakti scheme is nothing but the free bus travel for women, for empowerment of women. Next current affair. Organic taluk. Joida, a taluk in Karnataka, is being developed as state's first fully organic taluk. Okay, first fully organic state is like Sikkim. The same concept of sustainable agriculture and sustainable agriculture and organic promotion of organic farming. About like that, Joida, a taluk is state's first fully organic taluk. The initiative is a part of 3-year plan by the Karnataka government to provide organic farming and establish Joida as a model for sustainable agriculture. The project was officially inaugurated by the state agricultural minister with a budget of 1 crore allocated for the first year. For first year, the budget allocated for the taluk is like 1 crore. Remember the name, it is based on the fact that Joida is the state's first fully organic taluk. Thank you, friends. Leave your corrections if any corrections are there in PPT and what need to be updated in coming videos in the comment section, and it will help me. And please, if you are liking this content, and if I want to do more current affairs about KPSC agriculture officer, then please you should subscribe and share this as maximum as possible. Thank you so much.